specialty shots. They're vital to lowering your scores. They're going to get you. It's cool to be able to hit some of these things. And I want to show you in this specialty shot series how you're going to be able to save some shots. The first one is hitting it opposite-handed. In other words, hitting it left-handed as a right-hander. Now, make sure you like and subscribe to the channel and tell your buds what we've got going on over here. Any comments that you've got, we want to hear from you. So, you've hit your ball. This is a tree, by the way. You've hit your ball at a tree. You can't get in here to hit this shot. You can't make a swing. So now you got to flip around and you got to turn this over and you got to hit this left-handed. That's how you're going to do it. And what I want you to do is I want you to use the club head, the toe of the club head, rather than the back of the club being this. And the reason why is you're not going to get any loft when you use the back of the club. So let me show you what I'm talking about here. Let me get the tree out of the way here for a second. All right, Gibbers, let's just close in on this for a second because I want to show everybody what we got here. So there you go. So this club right here is a 6-iron. This club right here is a sand wedge. And what you can see from the toe, at the toe area, from the leading edge to the top line of the sand wedge, that's pretty wide. The 6-iron, well, let me overlay them and go like that. You can see the difference. I get another probably ½ inch out of that toe with the sand wedge. And so when I'm hitting shots where I'm in trouble, up against a fence or up against a tree, or maybe even like it's just on the edge of a bunker and I can't stand in the bunker, I might have to hit it left-handed. I'm going to show you another one later in this series that's going to help you with that as well. But you're going to hit one opposite-handed. Make sure you get the sand wedge, okay? Now, let me put this 6-iron down. I'm going to bring the tree back here. And let's go to a camera 1 here, okay? So I'm going to put that in there like that. Now, what I want to be able to do is I want to be able to advance the ball. That's what you're trying to do. You can't hit this ball and expect to get more than like 10 yards out of this. But you can if you practice this. What you're going to do is you're going to set this club on the toe. And when you look at me like this, when I go down like this, you can see that the face of the club now is pointing way over here. So what you're going to do is you're going to put this ball back in your stance so that the leading edge now is square to where you want it to go. The leading edge is no longer this leading edge. This is the leading edge down here where the toe is, okay? So you're going to put the ball back of your stance like this. And when you put it in the back of your stance like that, there's also going to be a natural loft that's going to take place out of the sand wedge. So I can hit this with a little bit of loft to it. You can see that thing jumped up into the air. Let me tell you what the launch angle on that was. The launch angle on that was 29 degrees. That went 4 feet in the air. Now, the total distance of that shot was about 23 yards. 23 yards for most people is 2 clubs. So if you were to take an unplayable lie right here, you'd be able to take it back over here and you get a swing, but you'd be hitting 2 clubs more than you would if you can get this thing to travel. Imagine if you can get this to go 40 yards. Well, the way you're going to get to do this is you're going to practice it. And so what I want you to do to practice this is going to sound nuts, but this is the way you're going to do this. First of all, you're going to hold it like you're left-handed. Second of all, in your mind, you're going to almost imagine that you're making a forward swing first and a back swing second. So the forward swing, for a right-handed golfer, this is my forward swing. So I go left-handed, I make a forward swing, and then the back swing goes like this. So now that's my through swing there. So I'm going to feel my body go back and through. And the way you can get a feel for this is to simply go back and back and back. So you're just kind of swinging this way. Golf is a bilateral sport. So all you got to do is just get the timing of this and then find the coordination of being able to hit the ball out on the toe. So you're going to go here, here, and there. That's your practice when you get into here. You go forward, back, forward. Now, in your mind, with the ball back, you almost visualize yourself going this way. So it's going to go up, then it's going to go back, and then it's going to go like that. Now, I hit that one really well. I didn't think about how far back I was going. I just thought about moving this club on this side and moving the club on that side. And if you look at the distance of that, that thing flew in the air 30 yards and rolled out to about 34 yards, 35 yards. That's 3 clubs. So all of a sudden, I might go from hitting a 7-iron to hitting a wedge. And if I got a wedge in my hand, well then I got a chance of maybe saving a par. This shot will have a huge advantage for you. And if you can get to a point where you can hit it 50 yards, the game changes dramatically. Now, I don't have a net up. Over here, normally I would have a net. I got a tree here, but it's not really a great tree. But let's see if I can get this thing to travel that distance. So ball's back, boom, boom. Now, oh, it didn't register. I hate when that happens. Let's try it again. That one didn't go as far as the other one that I just hit. So here we go. I got to check. Okay. Now, same thing here, here. Well, so that one went a little bit, it went a little bit left of target, but it still went 25 yards. So I still am saving myself some yardage. Teach yourself to do this. Now, here's how you're going to practice this. You obviously aren't going to practice with a tree, so you're going to get this thing out of there, but you can use a golf bag if you're so inclined. But this would be something first that I would do is I would just work on the swing. Get a feel of this, what this swing feels like, and then just hit short shots. Just get used to hitting the ball with a little bit of a swing. That one only went about 8 yards in the air. There it is. That was pretty good. And I'm telling you, you can develop this skill. And once you develop this skill, you got to do 2 things. You got to practice it, and then you got to use it. Don't be afraid to use it. Let's see if we can get this thing to go a little bit farther now. There you go. Get out past that ball. Get out past it. That's probably 35 yards. 35 yards. So here's the deal. Give this a try. Use a sand wedge. Don't use your 4-iron or your 3-iron. Don't do that. If you have a 6-iron, don't do that. Sand wedge. Lob wedge is better than a sand wedge. Use this. It's got more room down there. You'll have a better success striking that golf ball, and then you got to practice it, okay? I'm going to have this series going, so keep paying attention to these specialty shots that we've got going on. To improve all parts of your game, subscribe to my channel and click the link below.